The superior man acts before he speaks and afterward speaks according to his actions. When we see men of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inward and examine ourselves. To see what is right and not to do it is cowardice. The will to win, the desire to succeed, the urge to reach your full potential, these are the keys that will unlock the door to personal excellence. What the superior man seeks is in himself. What the small man seeks is in others. Learning without thought is labor lost, thought without learning is perilous. The man who moves a mountain begins by carrying away small stones. The more man meditates upon good thoughts, the better will be his world and the world at large. To be wronged is nothing, unless you continue to remember it. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. To be able to practice 5 things everywhere under heaven constitutes perfect virtue, gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. To see what is right and not do it is the worst cowardice. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. The superior man understands what is right, the inferior man understands what will sell. The perfecting of oneself is the fundamental base of all progress and all moral development. The man who asks a question is a fool for a minute, the man who does not ask is a fool for life. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Education breeds confidence. Confidence breeds hope. Hope breeds peace. The noble-minded are calm and steady, little people are forever fussing and fretting. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life. By 3 methods we may learn wisdom: first, by reflection, which is noblest; second, by imitation, which is easiest; and third, by experience, which is the bitterest. Silence is a true friend who never betrays. The superior man thinks always of virtue, the common man thinks of comfort. The man who does not know what he seeks will not understand what he finds. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. The superior man is modest in his speech but exceeds in his actions. By nature, men are nearly alike; by practice, they get to be wide apart. When it is obvious that the goals cannot be reached, don't adjust the goals, adjust the action steps. To be able under all circumstances to practice 5 things constitutes perfect virtue. These 5 things are gravity, generosity of soul, sincerity, earnestness, and kindness. When we see men of worth, we should think of equaling them. When we see men of a contrary character, we should turn inward and examine ourselves. The man who does not learn is dark, while the man who learns but does not think is gloomy. To put the world right in order, we must first put the nation in order. To put the nation in order, we must first put the family in order. To put the family in order, we must first cultivate our personal life. We must first set our hearts right. He who learns but does not think is lost. The superior man seeks what is right, the inferior one, what is profitable. When you see a good person, think of becoming like them. When you see someone not so good, reflect on your own weak points.